Hi, this is Victor Cruz, Super Bowl champion New York Giants, and I got to get my ICTV.
It's a morning show, and it's just nice to wake up to a friendly voice.
Gonna travel fast down that road. When she coming back, no one knows. I realize.
Hello and welcome to Inside Iona for the week of March 10th. I'm Kyle Byrne.
And I'm Kirsty Bookie. There's a lot of news this week, so let's get started.
DJs Ken Reichman and Pete Considori are on the radio waves. I got a chance to visit them one morning in their studio in La Penta.
What are some of the topics you discuss on the new show?
Okay, well, we do everything. We wake up, and Pete's the first thing I see in the morning.
Yes.
And he puts a smile on my face, and we talk about everything that happened the day before. We talk about the weather. Pete likes to give the weather report.
We have our weather report.
We have our producers, whoever that may be for the day. We have 4 different producers.
That is correct.
And they do a heck of a job putting our script together, and then we go from there.
Do you focus on Iona stories or national stories?
We try to mix it up with Iona and worldwide stuff. We definitely have great producers like Ken said, John Stanko, Rob Buncardo, Pat McGuire, and Joe Archino. They definitely give us all the information that we need, and it's about everything, just anything and everything.
Why now? What sparked the idea of creating this new morning show?
It's just nice to wake up to a friendly voice. I think we've got some friendly voices, I hope. If we don't, then we should
I think
get
we're
some
pretty
new anchors.
friendly.
Yeah, but I think we do a pretty good job, and it's nice to have somebody to just wake up to.
Okay. Inside Iona is ICTV's signature show. So when people think of ICTV, we want them to think of Inside Iona. Is that your goal with the WICR morning show?
I think so. I think we want something that'll be concrete. I think we want people to come next semester and say we want to be part of the morning show. We want to be producers. We want to be co-hosts. We want to anchor it. Ken is graduating next year, so hopefully he will continue this with another co-anchor.
You're not coming back?
Huh?
You're not coming back?
No, unfortunately I'm not.
Wow. Breaking news.
Yeah, right. But yeah, when I graduate, I would love to see people come in and take over the morning show. I want the morning show to be something that's known around the campus, like you said, like ICTV and Inside Iona. It's definitely a goal we want to reach.
Well, we have a little too much testosterone in the room, so maybe it'd be nice if you could get a girl to be your co-anchor. How does that sound?
Well, that would be wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a little testosterone. We've got all 4 male producers. We're still looking for a producer for Tuesday morning. So if you're free Tuesday morning 9 to 10, you're interested, you let us know. We'll make sure to get you in here. But it's a lot of fun. Me and Pete do a pretty good job, I think. Again, our producers do a wonderful job getting us set for the day, and then we just go from there.
It looks like we got a little friendly competition, Chrissy.
I guess so.
But that's a good thing. You can tune into the WICR morning show live Monday through Friday from 9 to 10 a.m. Go to ustream.com or live365.com and search WICR.
Here with this week's entertainment news, as well as some Oscar reviews, is Erica Stern.
Iona College recently staged a play called Into the Woods. The first show was February 28th, and performances continued through that weekend. Into the Woods is about fairy tale characters meeting each other and what happens after their happily ever afters. ICTV's very own Caitlin Hogan was in the play and also was able to get us the scoop.
Hi, I'm here with Maureen McNulty, who is the director of Into the Woods. Hi, Maureen.
Hi, Caitlin. How are you?
Good. So I just want to ask you a couple of questions about your experience.
Sure.
So first, I know you used to be an Iona player a couple of years ago. So how does it feel being back and directing?
Well, it's definitely surreal. As you said, I was a player myself for 4 years when I was here. and I graduated in 2012. But while I was here, the Players was one of my favorite parts about Iona. Coming back has definitely been different, but just as rewarding. It's been really exciting for me to kind of come back and be on the other side and see all these people that, some of them who were young freshmen and sophomores when I was here myself, have grown into these confident and amazing performers, and I'm really proud of their work.
So as a senior, how has this show been so different from the other ones you've done as an Iona player?
I think what's different about this one is, as a senior, I feel like you have to take a little bit more of a leadership role and be more of a role model for the other students who are newer. So I think with this show, a lot of us have helped each other. We've learned a lot about each other, and I think we've all worked together as one to create this musical.
I love working with the Players. They're an enthusiastic group, lots of talent, great singers, great energy, and they really work together as an ensemble, and that's really important in this show. There's not one lead, there's a dozen.
Right. From Doyle Auditorium, I'm Caitlin Hogan.
Thanks, Caitlin. I hear it was a big success. I wonder if I'll see any of my actor friends on the red carpet one day. The red carpet was rolled out Sunday night for the Oscars at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles. Red carpet hosts Juliana Rancic and Ryan Seacrest were dressed perfectly for the occasion. Juliana was wearing a Paolo Sebastian beige dress, and Seacrest sported a white tux by Burberry. The tux definitely received a lot of buzz. Ellen DeGeneres was returning host, nothing less than exciting. She kept the theater audience and us viewers at home laughing and really entertained. Leonardo DiCaprio also received a lot of buzz by not receiving an Oscar for his noteworthy work. My sources say that he had an upset look on his face when Matthew McConaughey beat him to the title of Best Actor. I was able to get a few girls' reactions to the Oscars. Take a look.
Favorite part had to be Ellen hosting in general. I thought the part where she ordered pizza was just the funniest, and I really enjoyed her hosting.
I loved Anne Hathaway's dress at the Oscars.
It was awesome.
It was beautiful, and I loved the diamonds on the front of it. It was gorgeous.
I did not like how Ryan Seacrest wore an all-white suit at the Oscars. I thought it was tacky. I didn't think it really went with everybody else, and he should have chosen something else, maybe black.
Ellen was just not funny. Like, she really was forcing her jokes and tried really hard and just was not capturing my attention at all. Like, her gimmicks were just not hitting. They should have had Amy Poehler and Tina Fey, because they're actually hilarious together, and Ellen just failed, and I was disappointed.
The one thing I really liked about Ellen's performance at the Oscars was that she made it more intimate. I really liked it that she made the actors less uptight and more, as people rather than as stuffy actors in really fancy dresses. And the pizza is great too.
An 18-year-old freshman here at Iona, my close friend J.R. Shields just published his own magazine this past January. It is called A1 Exotics Magazine, and it sports exotic cars, their owners, and information regarding the build and models. I met up with the CEO himself and his vice president Tommy Keefe last week to find out more. What's it like being an 18-year-old and owning your own magazine?
It's very different. A lot of people don't understand it when I tell them the concept. Not just because there's not a lot of people with their own businesses in college. A lot of people wait until after college to start their businesses, but I saw an opportunity and I took advantage of it. A1 Exotics was started in May of 2013. It started on a Facebook page, just throwing up photos from different photographers that submitted photos, and from there it snowballed into other social media outlets, which in return then caused me to develop a website, and the website you can subscribe on there. A subscription to A1 Exotics is $24 for a year and $40 for 2 years, and it's a pretty good price because compared to our competitors we have virtually zero ads and it's all content, so it's something a lot of our customers have been saying that they keep on their coffee tables and they don't just throw away like other magazines.
What is your role in the magazine?
I am vice president of A1 Exotics. I met JR on the swim team, and I'm a huge fan of cars, so when I heard about his magazine, I just decided I wanted to help him out, and I don't know, we make a great team. So.
Wow, crazy, right? ICTV wishes you the best of luck, JR and Tommy. I'm Erica Stern with the latest entertainment news. Now back to you, Chrissy and Kyle.
Tuesday was the day before Lent, as well as the start of Mardi Gras. And who do you think knows how to throw a Mardi Gras party? The Italian Club, of course. Ariana Perez and Joe Saccardi took our camera to the celebration.
We're having Carnevale. Carnevale is a really big event in Italy. It's kind of like a Mardi Gras. There's mass, there's a lot of food, there's decorations, dancing. Really big celebration of the Italian culture. Really happy to be a part of this event.
As you can see, we got the macaroni, we got the sumarennes, we got all the beautiful things here that our Italians always enjoy.
Gotta hand it to you, Justin. It looks like you guys had a ton of fun.
The History Society held a bake sale in La Penta this week for a good cause, epilepsy awareness. Alexa DeVito is the president of the History Society, and she's epileptic herself. Cameraman Stephen Berth was there.
So it's really important to me to have this speak sale. I'm lucky because I'm not as bad as other kids I've seen, so I'm lucky in that way, but I just want to help the kids that can't speak, can't have 10 in a row and then stop, and then a couple minutes later have 15 in a row. So I just want to help the kids that can't control it at all.
Epilepsy was not the only serious topic at the college this week. Reporter Brandy Gonzalez with camerawoman Kayla Coughlin take us to the panel discussion about human trafficking sponsored by the Office of Mission and Ministry.
This event was really significant because we had people from different fields. Like we had people from criminal justice who talked about human trafficking and how gang members or a mafia are kind of involved in human trafficking. We had people, I talked about like global perspective, how human trafficking happens because of poverty and because of lack of education in third world countries. It is really important to me because I feel like it's such a huge global issue. It's one of the second most organized crime in the world, and I was really shocked when people at Iona or people I'm friends with didn't know about what trafficking was. I asked them, I used to just talk about trafficking, and they're like, that doesn't exist here, but it does exist. And if you talk to some of the professors, they mentioned how even in Bronx there's a lot of trafficking that's happening. So it's really important to me because it's such a huge issue, and it's sad that most people don't know about it, and I feel like people should know about it.
Iona College students are really making an effort to move the world. This has been Brandy Gonzalez reporting for Inside Iona.
There was a discussion this week on campus about refugees in the world, especially the plight of Dominican citizens who are of Haitian descent.
I think the purpose of the event was to prepare the students for their trip to the Dominican Republic, I think next week, and so I hope that I was able to provide some background information, but based on their questions and everything, I think that they were engaged, and I hope they got a lot out of it,
How important is it to raise awareness about refugees in the current world that we live in right now?
I think it's really important, largely because it's not something that's covered very frequently by the media. We talk a lot about high-level decisions, about what's happening with the governments of these nations where refugees are coming from, but we don't necessarily talk about what it's like to live as a refugee, what it's like to be stateless, and I think it's really important to spread awareness about that because it can become really dehumanizing to talk about refugees more generally, or there's a stateless population in the Dominican Republic, but we don't necessarily know what it means to be stateless and the realities of that day to day.
We're not there to impose what we think is best for these people who are in a refugee-like situation, for example. We're there to find out what their real needs are.
And now to Anthony Carlo with the Iona Gales Sports Report.
The men's team finished the regular season on fire, winning 11 out of their last 12 contests. The Gales were on the road against the Rider Bronx on February 21st, where things got sticky on Rider's shot to send the game into overtime on their final possession. After Rider's Anthony Miles missed a potential game-winning three, the Gales were able to escape with a 3-point victory on the backs of Sean Armand and A.J. English, who each had 20 points. David Lowry did not hold back either with his fourth double-double in the 80-77 win. Next, the Maroon and Gold continued their road trip against Marist at McCann Arena, where they defeated the Red Foxes 86-67. Both teams battled back and forth until Iona decided to step on the throat with a 13-3 run, pulling away 73-54 with less than 7 minutes left in the game. Lowry posted 22 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals while shooting 10 of 18 from the field. Sophomore A.J. English also scored 22 points while adding 6 rebounds and a team-high 4 assists. The Gales capped off their road trip with one of the most anticipated games of the year at Dratty Gymnasium in the Bronx, where they took on their rivals, the Manhattan Jaspers. In front of a raucous crowd, Iona was not able to come away with the win after fighting the Jaspers all the way into overtime. Manhattan came away victorious 80-77. Iona closed out their regular season at home against the Rider Bronx with their seniors being honored. The game was characterized by A.J. English's 25 points, and senior Trey Bowman left a lasting impression on the Hines Athletic Center with a great game of his own, posting 13 points and pulling down 7 rebounds. Iona reigned victorious with a 97-81 win. The women's team played host to Canisius on February 22nd, where they tied a program record with their 24th win of the season. Sophomore guard Aaliyah Robinson led the Gales with 17 points, connecting on 5 attempts from behind the arc. Junior guard D'Amica Martinez scored 14 points, grabbed 6 rebounds, and dished out 4 assists. With 3:53 left in the game, Alicia Powell secured the win for the Gales with a layup powering Iona to a 69-52 victory. The Gales headed on the road to take on Quinnipiac, where they clinched a 1 seed in the tournament with an 80-72 win. Junior guard D'Amica Martinez led 5 players in double figures with a team-high 20 points to go along with a season-high 9 rebounds. Martinez connected on 8 field goals, including 4 from behind the arc. Sophomore forward Joy Adams filled out the stat sheet with 14 points, a game-high 18 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals. The Gales closed out the season at home on senior day in what was to be one of their toughest battles all season long. The Marist Red Foxes came into the contest looking to tie the Gales in the MAC standings. In a tight game, it was the battle of the big girls down low, with both centers having outstanding performances. Sabrina Gerador had 12 points and a team-high 10 rebounds in her 3rd double-double of the season. Tori Jarosz of the Red Foxes led her team to a 79-67 victory. This is Anthony Carlo with your Iona Gales Sports Report.
Thanks, Anthony, for that report. And thanks to ICTV sports producer John Stanko and the Iona College Athletic Office for the video highlights.
Hey Kyle, what are you doing for spring break? Are you going to be on the beach?
No, if I go get some sun, I'll turn as red as a lobster. I burn easily. It's the Irish skin.
Oh, geez. What are you doing?
Well, actually, I'm going to Detroit for the Ionian Mission team, and we will be knocking down abandoned homes and working in urban farms. How about you? Do you have any plans?
I don't have any plans. I'm just going to be home. Maybe, work a little bit, spend some time with family and friends. I don't get to see them that much.
That's always nice.
Yeah. That's basically it.
Well, Cassie Lina and Erica Stern wanted to find out what other plans might be in the works.
Okay, so what do you have planned for your week of spring break?
A lot of rowing.
Well, I'm going to be going home to Puerto Rico and hopefully get some beach time.
Spring break, I'm going to Florida with my family. It's tradition, so.
Oh, that sounds fun. What part of Florida are you going to be at?
Orlando.
For St. Patrick's Day, I'm going to go to the city.
I'll be going on vacation for a week to Florida. I'm actually visiting my friend in Miami U. It's going to be a great time.
Sounds like fun. Have fun in the Florida weather. Looks like we have a lot of people going to Florida, including me. Can't wait to see all my fellow gals there. For ICTV, I'm Cassie Lina.
We hope everyone has a fun and safe spring break.
This fall, Iona College will launch a new undergraduate and graduate program in computer science with a concentration in cybersecurity. Students will be able to earn a Bachelor's of Science, Bachelor of Arts, and Master's of Science degrees. Fundamental cybersecurity skills will be blended with hands-on experience in security for software, web applications, mobile devices, networking, databases, and cryptography. Dr. Robert Schaffino directs the computer science program.
Students are going to be prepared for a variety of careers in the computer science area generally, but more specifically, they will be able to move into careers that will involve security. And in today's marketplace, there is a great demand for people with the technical expertise in cybersecurity.
As we record this program, the events in the Ukraine dominate the international mass media. History professor Dr. George Bernoshian is an expert on the geopolitics of the area. He recently sat down with Ali Madano and said that the Russian-Ukraine conflict has been brewing since the start of the Soviet Union.
Once the revolution occurred and the Russian Empire collapsed, one of the main promises of the communists in order to attract all these minorities that were so many of them, was to promise the major minorities their own constituent autonomous republics in the new Federal Soviet Union, United Soviet Socialist Republics. 15 eventually emerged. In addition to that, there were autonomous zones for minor groups within the big republics, autonomous zones. So this worked, and affirmative action started. They were the first people to start affirmative action.
To watch the entire conversation, visit NorthAvenueNation.com. Our thanks to their producer, Professor Michael Demergis, for the clip.
We promised last week that we would be inviting a guest performer into the studio.
This week we have Tyler Conroy and the Polytonics performing an a cappella piece by Katy Perry.
Doom, 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 doom. 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 Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom.
And everything made me understand. Don't make me your enemy. Your enemy. So you wanna play with magic? Boy, you should know what you're falling for. Baby, do you dare to do this? 'Cause I'm coming at you like a dark horse. Are you ready for a perfect storm, perfect storm? 'Cause once you're mine, there's no going back. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. My world is double, make you levitate like a bird, like a bird without a kiss. Time to earn, if you choose to walk away. Don't walk away.
That's our show for this week, a look inside Iona, produced by Iona College Television. Our thanks to all of our reporters, camera people, and video editors in the Advanced Television Studio Production class.
As always, we are grateful to our two terrific advisors, Professors Nadine Cosby and Michael Witch. They made us include that.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and please let us know how you like our show. We'd love to hear any story ideas you may have.
Goodbye till after spring break.